Everyone is out here talking about a $1 million Bitcoin. Some people are out here betting their future on the price of this asset. Sure, I mean, it's nice to be told that you're going to be rich. I have researched over 40 pages of the latest text and the narrative and combined it into this one video. In this video, you will get my take on the only way it could reach 1 million, but also the current narrative and what the bullish majority is thinking. So what would it actually take for Bitcoin to reach $1 million? As always, this is not financial advice, this is my personal opinion. So here are 10 quick key points from the current narrative, followed by 5 parts where I go through the key scenarios and in the end, my honest opinion. Now, let's get to the point. So here are the 10 key points. First, Bitcoin can act as a safe haven asset and hedge against inflation due to its centralized peer-to-peer nature and limited supply. 2. Global financial instability and a broken economy requires liquidity injections, and Bitcoin's strong fundamentals could help it reach the first 100k. Balaji bet 2 million on Bitcoin reaching 1 million in 90 days, attributing this potential rise to the impending US hyperinflation. Historical hyperinflation events can provide context for understanding Bitcoin's potential value during economic crisis. Bitcoin's rank in global assets has risen quickly, indicating increased interest and investments. The ongoing banking crisis and the loss of public confidence in the banking industry create a favorable environment for Bitcoin's growth. Bitcoin's potential to reach 1 million could be due to an increase in the monetary base, banks borrowing from the Federal Reserve, and added liquidity in the system. The real value of $1 million Bitcoin in the future will be significantly less due to inflation. There are also a lot of theories about leverage manipulating the market to increase the price. And finally, a lot of people are talking about the fact that over 300 million people worldwide have exposure to Bitcoin, and this kind of demonstrates the increased growth and reach of Bitcoin. So how would it work with Bitcoin as a safe haven? With the current instability of the global financial system and the constant need for liquidity injections, it's clear that our economy is broken. Bitcoin, being a form of hard money and a decentralized peer-to-peer system, has the potential to act as a solid store of value and hedge against inflation. This is especially important as currencies around the world continue to be debased, eroding their purchasing power. So here's the hyperinflation scenario. Balaji, a renowned entrepreneur and former Coinbase CTO, has bet 2 million that Bitcoin will hit 1 million within 90 days. He believes that the US is on the verge of entering hyperinflation, and Bitcoin is one of the few ways to protect against it. Historically, hyperinflation has been caused by factors such as government overprinting money, rapid increases in the money supply, loss of confidence in the economy, and political instability. The current economic landscape. The US banking system is struggling to find liquidity, and the Federal Reserve is facing its own liquidity problems. Additionally, public confidence in the banking industry is dwindling, with 186 US banks facing similar financial risks to Silicon Valley Bank. It is evident that the system is under immense pressure. Bitcoin's potential path to $1 million. Considering the current economic landscape, there are a few ways that Bitcoin could reach 1 million in value. These include an increase in the monetary base, banks borrowing from the Federal Reserve, and added liquidity in the system. With only 1.9 million Bitcoin available for purchasing on exchanges, it would take around 50 billion to buy the remainder and push the price to over $500,000 per Bitcoin. However, if we reach $1 million Bitcoin due to debasement, the purchasing power of 1 million in the future will be significantly less. For instance, in just 10 years, the real value of $1 million could be as low as 150,000. So we've come to the final part, my personal opinion, and this is what I think. I'm just gonna rant on a little bit here. But basically, the entire world is kind of entering this hyperinflation. If you look at the specific numbers of the amount of dollars added lately, it really comes down to over 500% inflation. It's not what we're seeing right now, but that's because it's spreading slowly through the economy. Imagine if you had $100 and you print $500 more dollars, well, you're looking at 500% inflation. That's kind of what's happening right now. They printed so much damn money, but it's taking its time to enter the economy. It's like, if you look at it from the perspective of how much money that was printed, it's kind of obvious that we're gonna have hyperinflation, But then again, it's something we don't want to believe in. I don't want it to happen. You probably don't want it to happen. It's going to take a big hit on the world, and everyone that don't hold real assets are going to lose their money. And even people that are holding Bitcoin could lose their money through how inflation works. Imagine if you buy Bitcoin and Bitcoin goes to 500k due to inflation, but those 500k that you would get from selling your one Bitcoin would maybe be 50k, from 100k to $500,000 down to 50k in worth due to inflation. It's gonna suck no matter how you look at it. So really my own honest personal opinion is this, that if Bitcoin hits 1 million within 90 days, we are in big trouble because the entire world economy is in free fall. Hyperinflation is here. You're going to be more worried about finding food and shelter than you're going to be worried about how many Bitcoins you hold. So really for our own best interest, a healthy economy with adaptation over to Bitcoin would be good. What we're seeing right now could actually be a live revolution, the fight between the people and the people in power, the banks and the people and so on. It seems like we're moving closer and closer to the Great Reset, and having Bitcoin here could be the thing that protects us all in the end. So hopefully we see the world economy recovering and not going into hyperinflation, even if you're holding Bitcoin. So am I bullish or not? Well, I'm kind of bullish, but at the same time, this bullishness is coming at the cost of the world economy and the price of your groceries down at the local store. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.